The Wars of the Second Triumvirate, in 42 BC, were a series of conflicts between the Optimates and Popules, culminating at Philippi in Macedonia, in a series of 2 battles between the forces of Brutus and Cassius and the armies of Mark Antony and Octavian. The wars followed the assassination of Julius Caesar and were seen as a conflict to avenge his death. The battles involved almost 200,000 men and were 2 of the largest Roman civil wars. This video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, a turn-based battle MMORPG. If you haven't heard of or tried this game yet, you definitely should give it a go. I had fun gearing up my champions, leveling and upgrading them, then pitting them against other players or AI in satisfying combat. Raid is now adding Ultimate Death Knight, an awesome new legendary hero. The whole Raid community has been waiting for this for a long time, and Ultimate Death Knight is everything we hoped for. He's poised, he's powerful, he's perfect. And the best part is, everyone can get him for free. Just log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and October 27th, and you'll get Ultimate Death Knight. Easy. There's never been a better time to get started. Use the DK Raz's promo code for a bunch of free items to instantly level your new strongest champion all the way to level 50 and a 5-star ascension. This month, Raid's just released a giant new feature, Awakening, and a brutal new dungeon, the Iron Twins Fortress. If you're good enough to take down the Iron Twins, you'll see a huge payoff, being able to awaken your champions. Awakening your champions lets you choose a powerful blessing that can transform how they perform in battle. It looks super exciting. Hurry up and try it out. There's never been a better time to get started. New players, use my link or scan the QR code right here and get a free starter pack worth almost $30, a free champion Verges, and also this cool in-game loot. You will find these rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. In the first Battle of Philippi, Brutus attacked Octavian and pushed his legionary camp, while Mark Antony pushed and defeated Cassius in the south. Brutus retreated, trying to join forces with Cassius. On his way back, Brutus's cavalry contingent was mistaken for the enemy's, hearing false reports that he has also failed in his assault and committed suicide. Supplies were depleting in the regions of Macedonia and Thessaly, unable to support such large armies. Knowing this, Mark Antony sent 1 legion to Achaia to get more supplies for their armies. Brutus, on the other hand, could receive supplies from the sea. Mark Antony was able to position his troops south of Brutus's army, near Cassius's former camp, now left unguarded. Octavian followed suit, and they both formed a wide line, advancing towards the Republican army.
I will call myself a Vestal and retire.
Antony occupied the western side of the battlefield, and Octavian took the eastern side. Brutus had to extend his line to the east and avoid being flanked. Brutus had no incentive to seek open battle, but was forced by his officers, saying that the soldiers were tired of delaying tactics and demanded he attacks at once. Fearing widespread desertion after some mercenaries left his camp, Brutus lined up his men on the battlefield, preparing for an assault.
Stand up straight! You are warriors, not sacks of bombs!
On October 23rd, the 2 Roman armies marched towards each other.
brave warriors! I have won great renown through leading men to victory. I see no reason to change the heaven for the lifetime. So be not backwards in your attacks. Carry the fight to the enemy. Give him not a moment's rest. Scream your defiance in his face. Stab him. Kick him. Bite him. Cut out his liver. And...
Break the line!
The battle resulted in close combat between the well-trained legionary veterans. The soldiers were so closely packed that they mainly ignored their ranged weapons and were cutting themselves to pieces in a terrible slaughter. Brutus had great success on the western flank, as his legionaries pushed against Mark Antony and harassed the enemy with his cavalry. On the eastern side, Octavian pressured the Republican army and showed a great command of his legions. This side of the battle was different than Antony's. Eventually, Octavian was able to push through the enemy legions, swinging to the left, behind Brutus's western battle lines. Legions were driven back step by step, and the second and third lines became entangled. After Octavian routed the eastern flank, he made his way toward the Republican camp before Brutus could reach it. The Republican army was routed from the battlefield, and Brutus retreated to the nearby hills, with only 4 of his legions remaining. He then committed suicide, fearing capture by Octavian and Mark Antony. The battle resulted in heavy losses, and effectively ended the Republican resistance and the Second Triumvirate Wars. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and like the video if you enjoyed it.